Mr. President, 2 weeks ago, the Senate passed a bipartisan bill to fund the Federal Emergency Management Agency, known as FEMA. And for 2 weeks, House Republicans have been sitting on that bill, taking no action. The House of Representatives have refused to act on a bipartisan bill that funds FEMA for the next year. And not only have they not moved that bill in any way, but they left town. Real hard to negotiate with people who aren't here. But Democrats are not giving up on funding FEMA and keeping our government open. We're here, the Senate is in session. A House Republican bill that would have killed 45,000 American jobs did not have the votes last week to pass the Senate. Wasn't even close. 36 votes. But that doesn't mean we have to shut down the government or abandon Americans in need. Democrats have made a good faith effort to compromise. Today, the Senate will consider compromise legislation to fund FEMA and keep the government open without killing jobs. Our compromise includes a clean, continuing resolution, a bill to fund the government for the next few weeks. Republicans in both chambers have already agreed to and voted for the funding levels in this continuing resolution. So this shouldn't be a controversial vote for them. They've already voted for it. The legislation also includes $3.65 billion in funding for FEMA, which will give American communities ravaged by floods, wildfires, tornadoes, and other disasters the help they need. We know House Republicans support that funding level as well, since they voted for it last week. The U.S. Conference of Mayors has begged us to act. A bipartisan group of governors has pleaded with us to act. And tens of thousands of Americans in every state in the Union are demanding that we act. Republicans must not continue to block FEMA. This compromise legislation should satisfy House Republicans. It includes their own much lower FEMA funding number. And it satisfies Democrats because it does not include a $1.5 billion cut that would kill jobs. The United States Chamber of Commerce, the National Association of Manufacturers, has warned us that this cut would kill 45,000 jobs at a time when our economy and our country can least afford it. FEMA takes care of people who have lost their moms and dads, sons and daughters, spouses and friends and others. Without additional funding, thousands of people who have lost literally everything they owned will be forced to go without food and shelter. I brought a chart here just to show some of the devastation. The upper left-hand corner is a picture of part of Joplin, Missouri. There is some of it that is just wiped out. Now that you see a few structures, there are a few cars left in the rubble there. The fire is still burning. This happened this picture was taken just hours after that storm hit. You see here in the lower right-hand corner, just a small picture of the fires in Texas. The fires in Texas burned more than 2,000 homes. They've had thousands of fires in Texas. And here we are, having passed a bill, sent it to the House. They've done nothing with it. No amount of money can ever replace what the people of these devastated areas have lost. But at least we can help them get back on their feet. We can help them start over. That's what FEMA does. That's FEMA's job. So it's up to us, Congress, to give FEMA the resources it needs to do their job.